Hey, Jacob.
Am I supposed to start talking?
Yeah.
I thought there was another intro.
That was it. And then you're like, hello.
That was it. And then it was
I'm your GM, Jacob Burgess. Welcome to Tune. Here's the players. I didn't want to interrupt you.
No, that's fine. Everybody was staring at me, and I thought we were all very quietly waiting for Paul to lead us in or anything. I didn't, because I don't have... I asked about this earlier.
We can do another take.
Anyway, hi.
I think
don't
we
worry.
explained it poorly.
No,
I'm sorry.
No, that's totally cool. Don't
no,
worry
I
about
take responsibility for that.
No, it's totally fine. It is absolutely fine. Hi, everybody. My name is Jacob Burgess. Hi, hello. Welcome to Dice Friends. This is my very first time DMing Dice Friends, being the GM, the game master, the storyteller, and in this case, the animator for Toon. And I think we're off to a great start. Don't you?
Agreed.
I just tried to wink, and then both eyes did the thing. Anyway, here are our players. I will allow them to introduce themselves because apparently I can't handle it. Serge,
Dale, start us. I'll go first. Hello, everybody. I'm Serge, and today I'm playing Trilby Turkey, just the coolest turkey, daddy-o, all over the farm. The turkey with that swagger. I said, boom, 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 boom.
Kathleen.
Hi, I'm Kathleen. I'm playing Verity Mouse, who originally I wanted to make like a snooty mouse, but I think is just kind of like the mouse equivalent of, do you know the cartoon character Kathy, who like worked in an office and said ack a lot? Like, I think it's just like Mouse Kathy with like magical sewing powers, but that's also fine. I think she's going to get dirty today and she's going to be anxious about it. And she's going to feel a little bit like, oh God, I have to help these people, but oh, I don't want to. Oh no. So yeah, I hope she has a good time.
Perfect. And as has been requested at my table, Dale.
Hi, I'm Dale Friesen. I will be playing Rocky Turtle today, who, as far as the kids in the farmhouse know, is extremely slow and never moves much.
So for folks that may be joining us, this is Toon. It's Steve Jackson Games. We are using the rules, I think, from the revised edition. That's what we've got. Is that right, Dale? You're the one that kind of set this whole thing up.
I believe it is. It's the latest edition. I don't remember.
It's the latest edition. Thank you. And what we're doing is we're actually, for this campaign, for this game, we are rotating animators because it is episodic like a cartoon. So tonight we will have, provided everything goes smoothly, which we've already proven it will, we're going to have 2 episodes. I'm going to be your animator. And just in case you were wondering, this is not possible without you folks. There is a Patreon, which all of the things that Loading Ready Run does, all of the shows, everything cannot happen without you out there. They cannot have guests like me and Dale. They cannot produce their shows. You made this happen. So whatever happens tonight is on you. Thank you, Dale. Also, if you are more of a podcast person, all the replays for this will be going up on YouTube, and the podcast will proliferate to wherever it is you listen to podcasts on Wednesday. You may be listening to this on a Wednesday. Congratulations. We're in your house now. Kathleen, did I miss anything?
No, you are covered. We are ready to start.
Fantastic. Now, welcome to... I was about to say Mr. McFarmson's farm. Welcome to McFarmson's farm. Where do, on this bright morning, with the rooster crowing, in a beautiful, beautiful barbershop quartet, there's in fact 4 roosters, waking everybody up every day, where do you find yourselves?
Cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo,
cock-a-doodle-doo.
Trilby Turkey is not the kind of guy who gets up too early. You know, you gotta start the day at a relaxed pace. I'm more of a 2 or 3 in the afternoon kind of riser. You know, okay. Daddy-o.
All right. Okay. So still in bed. Where is it that you bunk?
There's this fantastic barn where most of the fowl hang out. And there used to be, it's large. There used to be a lot of turkeys in it. And for whatever reason, there's only me left. But that just means there's more room to spread out. I can put up some like posters of my favorite bands, up on the walls. I've kind of pushed a couple of the coops together so I can just sprawl. Yeah.
Nice. So you're too foul for them. I understand. It's not going to get any better. Verity, where do you find yourself this morning?
This morning, I am in the house because I'm a house mouse. So I am, it's probably, I think Verity moves about very early in the morning because she's a mouse. So it's probably like, 6 a.m. and like nobody's up just yet. So she's like scurrying around and getting like crumbs and stuff like that. And so I have like, a basket full of like assorted kitchen leavings. I've got like some celery leaves and stuff, and I'll make a salad later. I'm a very fancy mouse.
Fantastic. And Rocky?
I have a private room made of glass inside the children's bedroom. And I live a life of luxury because they just bring me food, and there's some water in there, and there's some sand. And I can swim around if I feel like swimming, and otherwise I can just sort of sun myself in the fluorescence that is above me.
Fantastic. So, Rocky, do you already have a relationship with Verity and Trilby?
I must know Verity because we both live in the house.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that Trilby and I have ever met. I think I was friends with Fedora Turkey, who is obviously the coolest of all the turkeys, but he hasn't been seen since just before Thanksgiving.
No, he hasn't. Well,
I mean, who doesn't know the coolest turkey with the swagger on all the farm? This is shocking to me.
Rocky's great, but he, she, they, he does not get out that much.
How, when it does come time, how does Rocky get out?
Well, what the children don't know is that these powerful legs aren't just for swimming. I am also a leaping turtle. I can get out of my private glass room anytime there's a reason for me to leave. But
those Peruvian leaping turtles.
Yes.
Fantastic. They have quite the exotic pet.
Dale.
Well,
yes.
Why did you leap out of your cage? What were you hoping to find?
Good question.
I love to find the unexpected. So the answer to your question, what was I hoping to find, is just something. I like to go a place I've never been before. That's where I am my happiest. But I also am deeply attached to these kids, even though they only speak in weird sounds. And so I don't want to distress them. And one time when I was out exploring and they came back and I was gone, they shrieked and cried. And I felt legitimately badly for making them sad. So now I try to make sure that I'm always back in my luxury suite by the time they get home from wherever it is that children go.
So this morning's a little bit different than most mornings on the farm. After the barbershop quartet finishes, after the sun is fully up, you hear a terrible honking. A honking which all of you know means farm gathering. It's time to meet. As you can hear, you think it's Gandrew yelling as loud as they possibly can. Get out here. It's time for a farm meeting.
Are there children who can see me, or can I safely leave without distressing them?
No, it's a farm. They got up much earlier and are out doing chores.
Okay. I make my way toward Gandrew's honking.
Excellent.
I try to be the first one there.
Okay. Well, then I think you're going to have to make a roll to do that.
Okay. Well,
if you would be so kind.
I will be so kind. I rolled a 9, which is much higher than I need to roll.
It is indeed. What is the current score? Let's just remind people how the rules work. What is the current score for your particular gift?
So my particular gift, my shtick, is called Incredible Speed, and it's a 5. I need to roll 5 or less to have incredible speed.
Indeed.
And
if I did not, then I don't do as I expect. That's correct. And how would you like to not do as you expect? Would you like to explain what happens to Rocky, or would you like me to?
So I have an idea, but if you're feeling inspired, I will submit myself to it.
No, and I appreciate that, but please take it away.
All right. So I have jumped up on the windowsill with the intention that my speed would get me going all the way to the goose pond, and I could skim along the surface like a rock and get in position quickly.
Wow.
But I think instead what happens is I have misjudged my leap, and I trip and I tumble. Now, of course, my shell will protect me from most of the tumbling problems, but according to my shtick, I'm going to take 1 die of damage from this. So do I roll that, or do you roll that?
I trust you to do so.
Okay. Also, I don't know how many hit points I have. Do you want me to roll that, or do you want to roll that?
I will roll that. Oh,
Okay.
You are a lucky person. Yes, 6. Now, I will so make you an...
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's 6 plus 1 die. Are you saying that the...
6 plus 1 die, that's 12. Sorry, excuse me, 12 total.
Thank you.
That is a tanky turtle.
That is a very tanky turtle. Now, I will give you...
Very hard though.
I will give you an option to change an aspect of your shtick.
Okay.
You can either have the negative consequences be you take 1 damage, or you roll a d6, and on a 1 through 3, you arrive where you want to, but in your underwear. And on a 4, 5, 6, I describe what happens. Or it's straight up damage.
Oh, this sounds way better than straight up damage. Yes.
Fantastic. Good.
So I'm rolling that now?
Yes. Please.
4.
Marvelous. You, in fact, arrive first.
Okay.
But we will get to the other 2 players, and I will tell you where you arrive first after we go to the other folks. So, Verity.
Yes.
How do you proceed?
I hear the honking. I sigh. I finish cooking my omelet. And then I take it in a little pouch and I start walking out the door with sort of a sense of dread.
Like a little crepe? Nice. Amazing.
Oh no.
Trilby, you are still sleeping?
So I imagine that Trilby doesn't wake up, but farm discipline has been instilled inside of Trilby and many of the farm animals since a young age. So we end up in a bizarre situation where Trilby starts to sleepwalk. So there's like a sleep mask and a sleep gown, and then to the rhythm of ba-doom, ba-doom, boom, 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 there's this sort of weird sleepwalk as Trilby instinctively heads to the meeting.
And just kind of grabbing his stuff on the way out, getting dressed as he's walking.
Oh, no. Shows up fully asleep. Yeah. Just in the nightgown and with the sleep mask on, but present.
Fantastic. Trilby is actually walking next to Verity. You come out. Trilby finds himself sleepwalking next to you.
Oh, Trilby. I'm going to try to wake him up. I'm going to try to give him a good poke.
Give him a good poke?
Wake up. Now, hold
man?
on. I'm a mouse, and I have a muscle of 2. So I actually don't know if my poke should be effective to wake Trilby up.
I was about to say, are you attempting to climb him and yell in his ear? How are you trying to wake him up? Or are you just trying to poke him?
Well, I think I'm gonna actually try to give him a little poke and then give him a much harder poke if he doesn't respond to my tiny tap. I'm gonna be like, Trilby, no, wake up.
He is dead asleep and kind of dragging a coop behind him.
Perfect.
Gotta be cool, man. Gotta be cool.
So my muscle is 2, and I rolled a 7. So I'm going to say that I am unsuccessful in waking him up.
I would say that you are unsuccessful. It isn't you go to poke and you hear like a really nice like ding 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 of your little mouse nail against his very, very hard feet. But you're just dragging a coop behind him.
Oh no.
Dead to the world.
Oh no. Let's see. Does Dale show up, or should I try to solve this problem?
Let's find out where Dale is, shall we? So Dale,
Yes.
you arrive absolutely first. You are the first at the feed trough for the pigs.
Of course I am.
Just sitting there in the middle of the muck, having stopped and the world sort of forms itself around you, and then you hear kind of a wet, sloshy sound, and look up to Farmer McFarmson slopping a huge slop of slop into the slop. And then what sounds like thunder. You're well hidden. You
Good.
cannot be seen by the erstwhile farmer. However, you spin on your shell and see a horde of pigs tromping towards you like a bunch of linebackers, because they're a bunch of linebackers.
I would like to hide underneath the trough.
I think that's a fine idea. Do you have a skill that would allow you to do so?
I certainly hope so. Yes, I have.
Fantastic.
May I please make a roll?
Absolutely.
I rolled a 9 and my skill is 8.
Well, I'm going to say, unfortunately, that is a failure. However, you are a turtle. Would you like to describe what happens, or would you like me to?
I did it last time. It's your turn.
That's fair. That sounds very familiar. You turn and you see just a giant pink wall coming at you as the linebackers from let's say hoofball team, the pigs football team, barrel towards you and knock into you, sending you flying far into the sky, landing you know not where. Let's take it back to Verity and Trilby. Verity, how are you attempting to solve the problem of a very, very asleep and barely dressed turkey?
Oh no. Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm gonna have to attempt to climb Trilby. I'm gonna have to attempt to jump on him while he's walking. To get a run up and go, I think.
Okay. Do you have a? May I actually make a suggestion, perhaps, unless that is your desired course of action? There is a coop being dragged behind him, so it seems like his arm might be a natural ramp.
Oh yes, all right. I'm going to try to run up his arm as a ramp then.
Excellent. Do you have balance, athletics?
I have a run of 9, so I'm going to do that.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, I rolled an 8, but that's good enough.
Ooh. So looking back, you see the coop. You jump on the coop, and then you run up his arm, taking point on his shoulder.
Trilby, wake up! Trilby.
Do you have a shouty skill? Fast talk, something?
No.
No. Excellent.
No.
Trilby, do you have a music skill?
Do I have a musical skill?
Do you?
I do not have a musical skill. I do have a bunch of fast talking, but I don't have a musical ability. No.
Well, keep in mind, you all of you have 16 points to spend to kind of customize your characters.
You know what? I absolutely have a musical skill.
I think you do have a musical
stand-up
skill.
bass. Yeah.
100%.
Do I put that under chutzpah?
Yes. I would say music falls under chutzpah.
EFGHI.
Dale, may I get a second opinion?
Depending on the style of music, it would either be chutzpah or smarts. My gut says chutzpah.
Yeah, as does mine. Thank you.
I have an above average skill in the stand-up bass.
Fantastic. If you would please roll that.
I would love to. My skill is above average. My role, unfortunately, is not.
All right. Well, then, Trilby, you are riding, or I'm sorry, excuse me, Verity, you are riding the Trilby train all the way to the gathering, yelling the entire time. However, good news, what does in fact wake him up is a turtle falling out of the sky into with a crash, a bang, and an incredible clatter. Please take 1 point of damage from the fall.
Ow.
And the no, Trilby, you're okay. No, that was for Rocky. It shatters into 1,000 pieces. Splinters and shards go absolutely everywhere. Trilby probably ducks into the frills on, or I'm sorry, excuse me, Verity ducks into the frills on Trilby's head. Trilby, you awake with a start.
I didn't take it, man. I didn't take it. I'm innocent. Stop trying to oppress me, Daddy-O.
Trilby!
Whoa,
Trilby!
whoa. Yeah. Oh, hey. What's up, little mouse Daddy-O?
Dude, there's a farm meeting and you were sleepwalking there, and I was trying to wake you up because I thought it would be better for you to be awake for that sort of thing, I guess.
Yeah, so another Monday. All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
I want to go again. I want to go again.
Whoa, who are you, little rock friend?
Hey, I'm Rocky the Turtle. Where's Fedora?
Oh, I don't know, Daddy-O. Like, there are all these turkeys, but then all these holidays keep happening, and they all keep leaving, which is kind of a bummer. But on the plus side, I'm now the coolest turkey on the whole farm.
You're the only turkey on the farm.
Doesn't make what I said wrong.
Rocky!
Hey, Verity, good to see you out here.
Wow. What? You're coming to the farm meeting? How exciting!
How exciting.
Have you met Gandrew before?
I've met some geese. They all kind of look the same.
They're all loud and kind of mean and try and tell you what to do, Daddy-O.
I've never seen one up close.
Oh, well, you're
But I
in
see
for
them swimming up above me sometimes.
you're in for a real experience to hear all of them honking at once.
Are we late?
No.
In fact, you are right on time.
Wow.
The entire farm has eaten and gathered, and you find yourself on the outskirts of an entire meeting of everyone on the farm. There is a bale of hay being used as a stage, and the geese are up there. You see Lucy, Gandrew, and Ryan.
Lucy's here. Holy moly.
Ooh.
Yep.
Wow. The queen of the geese herself.
Yes. She's wearing a tiny crown. Gandrew stops honking. Everybody is here. You see Plod kind of off in the distance, a little ways off in one of the fields, sort of keeping an eye on everything. For when this many animals gather, trouble must be afoot. And in fact, it is. Gandrew launches into a fairly prolific speech about how the entire farm needs to pull together in this time of crisis. For it's Lucy's birthday, and no party has been planned. Gandrew speaks for a good 15 minutes about how great Lucy is, how beautiful the feathers, how preening, the leadership, the strength, the long, slender neck. And then Ryan clamps down on Gandrew's beak and says, "So, we're going to need somebody to plan this party, and we're looking for volunteers. Rewards will be yours. Recognition. Whatever passes for money on the farm, we'll make something up, won't we? Yes, yes." Gandrew goes to speak, and then he clamps down on his beak once again. "Enough of you." So, did Trilby actually like raise his hand in that?
Can Verity be trying to put his wing back down?
in his nightgown, just
Yeah.
okay. You in the back.
Hey, Goose Daddy-O, Trilby Turkey, as you undoubtedly know, as the coolest farm animal on the entire farm, I feel that I'm uniquely qualified to take care of this, because what is a party without Trilby? Ba-doom, ba-doom, boom, 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 boom. And I got 2 helpers already, and I put my wings around these 2.
Well, that was much easier than I thought it was going to be.
Recognition party? I mean,
Yeah,
other than it being for the man, this is what Trilby's all about.
I mean, that's very true. That's very true. Immediately,
everyone's got to know how cool we are.
Everyone that is around you, as soon as you raise your hand and Gandrew said, or I'm sorry, Ryan said that one in the back, everybody immediately went, whoop. You were just alone, just the 3 of you in the middle of the field next to the barn.
I mean, people say I'm the life of the party, man.
Ah!
Ryan goes, well, that was easy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There's your party committee, everybody. You better make it a good one.
Oh,
Christmas
easy
is
peasy.
coming.
Who
I hate
was
holidays.
the last party committee?
Oh, does Rocky ask that?
Yeah.
Who was the last party committee?
Yeah.
The
Or has she
Crows.
never had a party? Oh.
Crows.
Oh.
That's a tough act to follow, man. But I think we got this.
If you recall, the crows and the geese don't get along very well.
Bad blood from that party. Bad fallout. I was there, man. That party was totally square. You know?
Yep. Cheryl and Russell didn't do a very good job.
Oh.
Cheryl and Russell. Now, what time are we looking for this party? Is this tonight, next week, in a month?
You have 2 days. Everybody's already started to disperse. So it's this awkward moment of you just yelling across an open, empty field.
Can I just say, when he says tonight, Verity also tries to be like, no! Everyone's like, she's inaudible. No one can see her. It's fine.
No, definitely not. Lucy's already flown off. So now it's just Gandrew and Ryan.
Shouting across an empty field.
Just shouting across an empty field at each other.
I love it. Yeah, 2 days is plenty of time, Daddy-O. Trust in Trilby Turkey. We got this. We got this. And remember, with any party, doesn't matter what you do. It's only what people think, you know?
So where are we gonna go for our planning meeting?
Oh, head back to my place. I got all kinds of room and no one's even there.
I go get into the coop that he's dragged with him.
No, sir. You destroyed it, remember?
Well, I go to where it was, and I don't see it, so I guess I'm at someone's place. So I sort of pull my arms and legs in.
Where did my coop go? I had so much room to plan this party.
The turtle flew the coop.
The turtle flew the coop?
Well, blew the coop, really.
Through the coop.
Yeah. Oh, very nice. Mwah. Oh.
All right. In which case, yo, little Verity Daddy-O, do you mind if we plan this at your place? Mine is inexplicably missing.
Sure. Why don't we head to the garage? There's a good mouse hangout there.
All right.
Point of order. You just dragged one of the coops in the barn you had described earlier. You still have other coops that are empty.
I thought I overestimated it. I thought my entire home had been destroyed, which would have been hilarious.
Yep, that's what happened. You're going to Verity's.
I love simultaneously describing it as being too big and also the size of something that an entire turtle could just take out in one shot.
Oh, he went very far. No, there's a lot of scrap wood. And as you are going to Verity's, you turn and look back and you see Plod, who has press ganged 2 or 3 people, just very gently picking up all of the splinters of wood and giving you the stink eye. Just
Hey, what's up, Plod? Thanks for cleaning it up, man. Can't believe this keeps happening.
Verity tries to burrow into Trilby's feathers so she can't be seen.
All right.
I'll see you guys in the garage. Is that right?
Yeah. Can we say that in the garage is a 1956, I don't know, some car that came out in 1956. We'll figure that out
Dodge
later.
Charger.
1956 Dodge Charger that
Like an
Farmer
old muscle car?
McFarmerson bought in a fit of ambition for restoration, and therefore it has moldered ever since. And maybe since he's new to this farm, he took this car with him to this farm with the intent of finally working on it when he's got the space at the farm. And obviously, it's never been worked on. So it's, basically it's a hangout and for like mice and other rodents and stuff, because it's quite comfortable and like it's easy to get into, but also very sheltered and safe. So it's like a little social area. Maybe there's a little mouse cafe.
Oh, I like
Leather
that.
seating.
What's the name of this hangout?
Because
It's in a garage with a whole bunch of like old, 1950s shit.
Yeah.
There's probably going to be like a tiny mouse-sized neon sign. What does it say?
Oh, I don't
I want to call
know.
it the Mustang Cafe. I just think that works.
Mustang. Oh, wait, because it's a Dodge
The
Charger.
Mustang Diner? Oh, it's a Dodge? Okay. Oh, Dodge Mustang? Oh,
what about the Dodge Diner?
The Dodge Diner?
Dodge Diner?
Dodge's Diner? And there's even a person there named Dodge to make it more confusing.
Actually, whatever you guys want to call it.
Nope, Dodge Diner.
The Dodge Diner.
It's run by a big rat named Dodge.
Love it. Perfect.
Who's always in a greasy mechanic's outfit.
I also love that as animals, we probably never acknowledge that the vehicle's called the Dodge, but the audience would put that together. They're like, oh, they think it's Dodge because it's named after the bartender, but
Yep.
Anyhow, you can go there and get mouse food. It's cool. Maybe there's some mouse musicians. I don't know.
I'll see you there.
What do you guys want to have it?
All right. I'm going to run there.
Okay.
And I rolled a 4.
Oh.
Which I think means I get there quickly.
It does, in fact, mean you get there quickly. You get there so quickly, you forgot to open the door, but it doesn't matter because you just find yourself inside.
Ooh.
You got there faster than the door could keep you out. So you get there first, and the scene before you is a very, very large garage. All sorts of random accoutrement from the 1950s and 60s spread about, like an old gas pump that isn't working anymore. The moldering Dodge Charger that's in the middle, that is a cafe for mice, and has seating for up to 3 larger animals.
All right.
The portions are the same, though.
McFarmson's jukebox work?
It works insofar as there is a tiny mouse band in it, and you tell them what you want to hear.
Okay.
And that's the band is called the Kisma Whiskers, and it is a 4-piece band.
All right, led by Kisma.
Yep. Yes, it is.
So
her last name is Grit.
Oh. I'm going to order some lettuce and sit waiting for the rest of the party committee.
Fantastic. You order some lettuce? It comes out very, very promptly. It's this big. It's very tiny. It's mouse size.
Well, I've already eaten, so I'm just, giving them my custom.
Like a king.
Out of curiosity, Dale, how large is Rocky Turtle? Are you like a very tiny, like potato turtle in a thing? Are you like a bigger turtle? I'm trying to put into my mind, if I'm a turkey and Verity is a mouse, turtles have a variety of sizes they come in.
Like a rugby ball.
Ooh, that's a good sized turtle.
So if you looked at the 4 characters, it would be Hank, Trilby, Rocky, Verity. Like in descend, like in almost a perfect line.
Perfect. I love it.
Yes.
I mean, I'm all neck, but that's fine. You know who's.
Well, you know what they say about big necks. It takes a long time to eat.
Increased risk of choking.
Yes. I'm desperately trying to keep this in the tone of tune. It's very difficult. Anyway, Verity and Trilby arrive. You pretty much see Rocky vanish in a puff of Rocky-shaped smoke.
Whoa, Daddy-O.
Yep.
You must love parties, Rocky. You just hustled here, man.
Oh, yeah. We're going to do this. So I'm thinking, we got to figure out what the entertainment is, and we got to figure out if there's going to be a gift from everybody or if we just tell everybody to bring their own. I'm thinking there got to be party games. We need to have like sack races and three-legged races and
egg races.
Hold on. What you are describing are things that are fun and delightful, but Lucy is a terrible tyrant. What would an evil goose want?
Oh, good point. Like, the party's got to suit the host, Daddy-O.
Yeah. Like, there does have to be food and entertainment and stuff. There's all that. But what's going to truly make her not want to kill us? Or do whatever, well, not kill us, but get very angry at us, socially ostracize us. I don't know. What powers does Lucy have?
Well, she's a queen, and she's the goose.
So my thought was, I live in the house. After she hates the party, which she will, I'll just stay in the house for a while. What do you think, Verdi?
Are you two abandoning me? No, this party's going to be sweet. Look, Trilby Turkey has never failed at anything before, and Trilby Turkey is certainly not going to start failing now. Let's just talk about all the things that we can bring to the party. I am a stand-up musical act, so we got music covered. What do you have to offer, Verity?
What a complicated question.
Fantastic. Good. We're all contributing equally. And Rocky the Turtle, I'm sure you have a multitude of skills.
Yes, I like races, so we should come up with all the different kinds of races we can do and then run all of those at the party. Also, I found out this morning that I can fly.
All right, you can share stories and relate your flying experiences with the geese. That's good.
No, we have a flying race.
An elderly mouse comes over in the classic pink diner outfit, giant beehive hair, which is actually a tiny beehive, which has a smaller bee diner person sticking out of it. And they both walk up and say in unison, "What are you having?"
I'll have a milkshake, Daddy-O. Put it on my tab.
He'll have the milkshake and I'll pay for it.
Yeah, she just looks up at Verity like, "Eh."
Can I have some French fries, please?
Rocky, you want another one of those?
Yeah, it was great. Thanks.
All right, you got it. All right. Yep. What are y'all talking about?
Parties, Daddy-O. Little, also smaller Daddy-O.
Oh, yeah, that thing this morning. You're the one that said they want to throw the shindig.
Yeah, the surprise party.
Oh, I don't know that it's going to be a surprise. It said you had 2 days.
I was surprised.
Sure. I mean, I think that they'll know the party is coming, but we're hoping to have an element of, we're hoping to really delight Lucy so she doesn't do something terrible to us.
Ah, well, how are you going to figure that out?
I don't know. You're the wise old waitress that I always see here.
Yeah, you've seen and done it all, haven't you? Tell me about some of your great party experiences.
Yeah,
this sounds like a really good time to use fast talk to see if you can get her to help you.
Well, luckily, this has never come up before, but Trilby Turkey is actually fantastic at fast talking, proven by this die roll that I rolled a 12 on. Are you kidding me? This is my chance to shine, man.
We're just going to cut the scene, and the next thing that you see is the three of you getting tossed out.
I don't know what that was all about, man. You ask a simple question and they kick you out. This is the last time I'm ever coming back to Dodge Diner. That's what you said last week. And I mean it this time, man.
Rocky?
Yeah.
I think we should not let... I think that your food idea was great. I think that we should get Lucy some of the forbidden house food.
Oh.
I think
food spoken of in legend that we're not allowed to have?
Well, I mean, Rocky and I can get house food. I think we should bring Lucy
Cheesies.
the gold. I was going to say Doritos. Yes. Cheesies.
The magical golden triangles of the humans?
The most sumptuous snack ever created. So rich, so salty, so unctuous.
So smart. Whoa.
Who
But
could
it's-
resist those?
It's in the pantry with the door locked, so the kids can't get at it. How do we get in?
We'll have to wait for our opportunity and sneak in.
It is a farm. Everybody turns in quite early.
We go at night when they're all asleep.
But the kids might see me, or they might wake up when I'm away.
Oh. We-
Sometimes, Daddy-O, you gotta risk it so that the geese don't oppress you anymore, man.
See, Fedora always cared about what the kids thought.
But Fedora isn't here anymore, man. As the sole turkey, we gotta make sure this party's a success. The whole reputation of all the turkey people depend on this.
I think
Well,
it's
then,
really
We should go now. Let's get masks.
That's an even better idea. Forget the cover of night. Let's just cover our faces.
well, yeah, because everybody's all doing chores right now.
Perfect.
Let's go.
I reach into my back pocket and I already have a mask.
I hold out my
I've-
hand for a mask. Do you have a mask for me, Trilby?
I'm just gonna roll. You know what? Yes, I do.
Yeah, you've got every tune. So you have that back pocket that you can pretty much pull almost anything out of that you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do me a favor. Yeah,
Yes,
go
go
ahead. Yep. No.
Well, I was
please.
gonna say, speaking of my magical back pocket, I also have my magical map of the entire house that happens to have a magical X marks the spot for where the Doritos are hidden.
That's true.
Yeah.
You do.
Yes.
Go ahead, Kathleen.
Can Verity attempt my shtick, which is to swiftly make a new look?
Yes, absolutely.
Basically, I can
Yep,
magically
but
transform. Oh wait,
Oh,
sorry.
no. Please go ahead.
I will probably fail.
It'll be spectacular.
Yes, but
So
can we
I
hold
wanna-
that for
yeah.
just 1 second? Because I just
Mhm.
want to make sure that we do order of operation. So
Right.
Rocky had asked for a mask first, so let's do that, and then we'll do the quick change, and then we'll do the map. Okay.
Awesome. Yeah.
All right. Excellent. So roll 1d6 for me, Serge. On a 1 to 3, the mask looks like what you want it to look like. On a 4, 5, and 6, the mask looks like what Kathleen wants it to look like.
Describe the mask, Kathleen. The unholy fusion of a
One of
turkey
those,
turtle
like,
mask.
one of those like Venetian like party masks. So it's got like sequins and feathers.
There you go.
Ooh.
Goose feathers, as a matter of fact.
Perfect.
I put it
Amazing.
on.
Yep. All right. So, Verity, if you could make
Yeah.
your roll,
All right, I got to roll a
What do you-
5 or less.
what are you looking to turn into?
A ninja.
Perfect.
I rolled a
your roll?
12.
What happens instead?
Oh, do you want to? Does it Dale,
Oh.
Serge, Jacob, anybody?
So, please remind me how your shtick works, Kathleen. You get some weird thing if you fail, but a 12 is a critical flub?
Fail. Yes, that is
Yeah.
a critical flub. So, what's
Yeah.
the opposite of a ninja?
I'm literally Googling what is the opposite of ninja.
I mean, a pirate in a sequins disco outfit?
The first thing that popped into my head was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I don't know why.
Oh, I mean that's
That
good
is a
because that's
ninja.
all. That's yeah, it's like sort of a ninja, and it just
But,
looks like
like,
I'm making
obviously
fun of
not-
Rocky. If I'm
Yeah,
dressed as a
yeah.
ninja
Yeah, that
turtle.
just looks like you're making fun of Rocky. So, I think the opposite of a ninja is Elton John. You are now dressed like Elton John.
Sequins,
classic Rocket
enormous
Man, Elton
sunglasses.
John.
Correct.
Perfect.
Mhm. Yep, you got you're a quarter inch taller because you got platforms. Yep,
Amazing.
there you go. Yep. What does Trilby's mask look like?
Oh, I have just like the robber mask. Like
just the straight up robber
Yeah,
mask?
just straight
Excellent.
black, and it's got like 2 eye holes in there, but I'm obviously the only turkey on the farm, and it only like barely covers my face, and I'm still a turkey in every other way, but I just have the mask
Absolutely.
over.
Does it also have a tiny hat on top of it?
Oh yes, but the hat is all black.
Excellent. And
Actually, the mask perfectly fits on top of it. You just have the silhouette of the hat under the mask.
Perfect. That is wonderful. But you're still in your bathrobe, or I'm sorry, nightgown, you said.
Sure.
Yeah, marvelous. All right, excellent. So we've got Elton John, Masquerade. We've got Rocky the Masquerade.
I'm just the dude right now, aren't I?
Yep. That's pretty much it. So you make your way towards the house.
Well, I have my magical map.
You do.
Okay.
We're going to get to that.
All right.
So you make your way towards the house. Out of your back pocket, you produce your magical map that was passed down from turkey to turkey to turkey. Every time a turkey goes in the house, they draw a little bit more of the map, and the next turkey finds it somehow in their particular coop. So now you have a complete map of the house.
Amazing. Yeah, I have a skill for that map as well, just to show how accurate the information is, and I actually passed my roll. So
wonderful.
It's great. So we see where the garage is, which of course is where Dodge's diner is.
Yeah.
And then directly above that is the children's bedroom. And you can see like a large living room area. This is all outlined by an enormous country yard porch. So it's a 2-story house patio, and then there's a house on top with a covered garage right there. And unfortunately, the chips are hidden upstairs in Farmer McFarmson's master bedroom, where he can keep it locked behind and away from the kids. So we actually know where it is specifically in that room, but we have to go up the stairs and through the door, or a different way in. Now, there is window access, which I can see on the map, but it just depends on, do we want to like go up a drain pipe and through there, or up the stairs and through the door?
Well, as a Peruvian jumping turtle, I usually get back into the house by going straight into the kid's bedroom. And, now I know I can fly, so we could just do that. And then there might be some thread or something I could lower so that Verity could climb up. And you're a bird, right? Why don't you just fly?
Oh, no, Daddy-O, like not all birds fly. I'm like what we like to call a ground swagger turkey. Yeah, we don't, these wings are just for, fighting injustice, not so much for flying.
Oh, as God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
They're the natural enemy of the ground penguin, so they have to stay on the ground in order to fight them. So how is it that you attempt to gain access to Farmer McFarmson's abode?
Now, I think the only thing that makes sense, you can already fly and you can rope, but I might have to ramp it up. So I have my scooter, my tried and testy scooter, and I can't help but notice that on the hay bales right by there is a pretty sick looking ramp. So I think I could probably meet you two up there. You two have a plan to get up, but as a ground swagger turkey, this is my only option.
Yes.
But they were all clear. Then we have the window, and then we have the chips, and then we have the perfect party, Daddy-O.
So there's 2 kids that are here and a teenager. And the teenager actually got to use one of the fallow fields as kind of a dirt bike track. So yes, you do have one of those hay bale ramps.
Yeah.
That is unfortunately pointed right at the house.
Awesome. So I'm going to get on my Acme brand scooter here, and I can't see anything that could possibly go wrong. And I'm like, all right, my 2 Daddy-O friends. Oh, yes, Verity?
No, let's do it. I was going to say, do I get a chance to dismount before this happens? But no, let's both go along for the ride.
Yep.
We've already established that Rocky can fly.
All right.
So, Betty and the
Jets.
Jets. Let's jet off.
So for the first, we'll start with Rocky. Rocky, some sort of a jump skill?
Yes, I'm actually good at that.
We'll see.
So I rolled a 5 on my jump of 8.
Excellent. Yep. You just practice time and time again. You hop up, you scramble a little bit on the awning, and then start to crawl your way up towards the kid's bedroom. All right. So, do you have a drive skill, a ride scooter skill? Some
think
sort
this
of
is all
evil
chutzpah.
Knievelness?
Yeah, I think since this is evil Knievel stuff, this is just all chutzpah.
Just a straight chutzpah roll. What is your chutzpah at, by the way? 5. Fantastic. I will offer you this now. Would you like me to roll it, or would you like to roll it?
I have a shtick called Incredible Luck. Could I pre-roll that?
Absolutely.
All right.
Remind me how that works, please, us and the
So-
audience.
So if there's a chance for there to be danger or incredibly bad luck, I can just use that shtick first. When a lucky character is faced with a great hazard, the animator can allow a roll to see if something lucky happens instead.
Yes. The animator will, in fact, allow that.
All right. So I'm just going to see how incredibly lucky I am right now.
I
And I'm not.
wait with bated breath.
And since I'm not that lucky, why don't you go ahead and roll for me how well this roll goes?
Oh, yeah. What's the number I'm trying to roll below?
5 or less, Jacob. Let's let Jacob take the wheel here.
Oh.
You are very lucky. I rolled a 2.
Oh, that's a crit pass.
Yes. So not only are you lucky, you are hyper lucky.
Yeah. I have an idea of how this could go.
Please. If you'd be so kind, make sure that you incorporate Verity
Oh, of
dressed
course.
in her sequence like Elton John.
Yeah. So suddenly, as I go to rev the Ecme brand scooter, a bass line starts playing. You're like, what? Ba-doom, ba-doom, boom, 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 boom. And we hit the ramp at perfect speed. And it looks as if I've actually missed at a corner there. And Verity like yelps and tugs me to the side as we miss. And that course correction makes us miss the roof, but perfectly go through the window. And then we land. Ba-doom, ba-doom, boom, 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 boom. And I go, whoa! And as Verity like, she pulls me to the side, and we managed to like do a skid stop. Ba-doom, ba-doom, boom, 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 boom. Right next to the dresser where the chips are.
Absolutely. Yep. That all of that happens. Now, I understand that Rocky doesn't like to be the last one to a place, so he sees all of this happening. Does he do anything about it?
He tries. Why don't we find out how it goes?
Why don't we find out how it woes?
What an unfortunate misword there.
Yeah. Well, accurate though, because I need a 5 or less, and I rolled a 9. I think that's my third 9 this evening.
Excellent. And you decided to take the variant at the top of our adventure.
I
So if
did.
you roll that 1d6, please, to find out if you arrive where you want to go, but without your shell.
I rolled a 3, which I believe means I've left my shell behind.
That is correct. You leave
Okay.
your shell behind, but you show up where you want to go at the same time, but you're just in your skivvies. What do your undergarments look like?
So I have a white undershirt, and then I'm wearing some very loose boxers with kind of like barbershop red and white stripes.
Perfect. You are unaware that you have left your shell behind.
And do I still have my mask? Or when you say just your underwear?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yes, you absolutely still have your mask.
Okay.
That's a hell of a lot funnier.
Concur.
How does Verity feel about all of this?
I think it takes probably a 30 40 seconds for Verity to stop screaming and eventually like slide down Trilby. And I'm gonna attempt. I'm shaken, so I'm gonna attempt a quick change to just get into a robe and fuzzy slippers, so I can just have a moment. So let's see
Please
if that
do.
works. I rolled a 10.
Okay. What do you end up in?
No.
It's not the opposite of what you want. It's just something different.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a tiny what haven't I been before? Ooh, a court jester's outfit with like a little hat with little jingly bells
It's got
on
bells
the end
on
of
it.
Yeah,
Perfect. That's what you end up with.
and then just like a chicka 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 chicka.
just rocking back and forth.
Yeah.
Ah.
That was some amazing co-piloting there, Daddy. I couldn't have done that without you. Wow.
Well, you find yourself in the bedroom, the master bedroom of the farmer. It's incredibly simply appointed. Everything looks to be rough hewn out of log. Everything here looks like it belongs in a log cabin. And you're in front of a giant, wonderfully carved cabinet, but etched into it, it says snack stash. And there's a large Bowie knife sticking out of it. And it looks to be nailed shut.
Just behind this incredibly threatening Bowie knife is the stash, is the secret treasure, our key to victory in the perfect party, Daddy-O's.
Yes.
Also, Rocky Turtle, I appreciate you living the free life, man. Good. Yeah, just let it all go.
What? Ah! Where did I leave my shell? Is it on the awning outside?
It is.
Okay.
So most likely in the gutter by now.
Oh, the eaves trough at the top?
Correct.
Ah.
How worried do we need to be about Queen Midnight the cat now that we have a mouse with jester bells?
Probably a lot because she's on top of the cabinet. Yes. She looks down. What are you all doing here? Not that I didn't know you were coming.
Yes, Queen Midnight, the prophetic cat.
Ugh. Trilby's volunteered us for a horrible task, and so we're trying to appease Lucy. We have to give her something nice for her birthday.
That's right, Cat Daddy-O.
We were thinking some of the forbidden snacks.
Ah, well, I believe first you must appease me.
Ugh.
What are your terms, oh great and wise Midnight Cat the Prophet?
You take me out for dinner. Trilby?
He accepts.
You're looking a little thin, and I think it's time to fatten you up.
Yeah. I mean, I have been working out a lot and like trying to sleep. I appreciate that.
Ah, too much cardio, lean muscle.
I don't quite understand, but yeah, like I think that'd be fun, Daddy-O. You know, just like a cat and a turkey out on the town together. Yeah.
She just, good, I accept, drops down, and as she falls, like her claws come out and she rips the board off the hinges. It lands with a fairly decently loud thud. She turns around and slinks past both of you. As she is going past, Verity, you hear very softly, "I'll see you later," and then walks out. Oh, by the way, your shell's in the gutter, and then leaves.
We've done it. We've got the magical triangles of the humans. The party is saved, Daddy-O. Wait, I was too excited. We got it, Daddy-O.
The door swings open and like just on its own accord, and every crappy, unhealthy snack that you could think of is meticulously put in order, just stacked from top to bottom. Angels sing. I mean, it's a very deep voice because they've all eaten a lot of really crappy snacks. But anything that you want is contained within. All you have to do is grab it and get out.
What do we take? We can't be too greedy. We have to preserve this for future generations.
All right. 2 bags of Doritos.
Okay.
Or a bag of cheesies and a bag of Doritos, because Dale said cheesies.
Okay. You grab a bag of cheesies and a bag of Doritos and then make your way back out.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
Via the gutter.
Via the gutter. Marvelous. How do you deal with the moped?
Oh, it goes back in my pocket.
Excellent. All right. You make your way out. You grab the shell and I assume head back to where?
We had
to present your gift.
I don't have a place to live. I don't have the place to live. Hopefully Dodd's going to fix that. Dodd's always, or Plod's always got my back. This will be fine. I think we've got everything we need for the perfect party. I can't think of anything we could possibly do to make the geese happier than to present them with the cheesy human snacks.
You hear laughter overhead as you see two blackbirds circling and chuckling to themselves.
Oh, what's up, Raven Daddy-O's?
They chuckle, they see you, and fly away in the direction of where you left Lucy.
Oh, I'm sure that's not a portentous omen. That's probably fine.
This can only be good.
So do you head back and just be like, you know what? We don't have to throw you a party. We are the party. Cheesy snacks.
Yeah. I think that we should just be like, Lucy, we got you some awesome forbidden food. You don't even have to share it with us. We don't even need to be at the party. It can just be for you and all of your best friends. Do what you want.
Okay. All right. Excellent. When you're in the snack thing before you leave, does anybody sneak anything, perhaps? This isn't a suggestion. This is an honest question. What's
marshmallows.
That? Marshmallows? Okay, bag of marshmallows.
I feel like Verity knows she can't carry anything, so she's just gonna not.
Okay. I mean, she can carry like a snack-sized bag.
Eh.
All right.
Didn't even occur to Trilby Turkey.
Okay.
Trilby Turkey's no thief, man.
Yep. You've got a bag of marshmallow stuff down the back of your shell after you grab it. Okay. So you head in. There is no. I mean, you've overcome just about every challenge. You know the farm like the back of your hand. Once you've been in, you can get out fairly easily and slide down the drain pipe. And you head back out to where the queen is holding court to two other geese. And that's it. Just kind of preening herself. She's curled up and sleeping. Both Gandrew and Ryan are standing as guards normally do. Gandrew keeps trying to talk and make small talk to Ryan. Ryan keeps grabbing his beak every time he goes to speak.
Oh, hey, what up, Queen Daddy-O? It's your premier party planning posse. Yeah.
Well, that was... Yes. What?
We found... Actually, I think Verity had the better words here.
Oh, here, have some of the most delicious food from Farmer McFarmson's house. Don't have to share it with us.
You got hidden food?
We bring you 2 bags of hidden food. Have fun.
With this, you should be able to have the best birthday party ever. And with that, my reputation as being the best, coolest turkey on the farm continues forever.
We don't even need the rest of the party. And Gandrew goes, 2 bags? 2 of us.
Wait a minute. No. Hold on. Not for both of you. I didn't just almost have to die because of Trilby several times to give this food to you. This is for Lucy. Absolutely not. I've had enough.
At that, a giant shadow falls over the lot of you as Lucy stands up to her full height, takes one step down off the bale of hay that was her stage and bed, puts her wings around the 2 who are each holding a bag of the food, and walks them away and nods to all of you. This will be a fine birthday, and I shall remember this. And leads them away as the circle closes and the episode ends. Congratulations!
Hooray!
That went way smoother than I thought it was going to go because you all made things a lot harder for you. I barely had to do anything. You were like, yeah, what's going to be harder for me? Oh, it's going to be this. Let's do that. Hey, is a cat there? Cat's there. Oh, well, look at that cat.
Adversity is much more interesting, Jacob.
Success is also sweet.
Hey, I made a totally sweet...
You did
thing.
An amazing role. You all did absolutely wonderfully. Thank you very, very much. So I believe it is now time for a break, unless anybody has any closing remarks on our first episode, which was titled...
Have we had episode titles?
I like it. Sick Wheelies and Golden Triangles.
Sick wheelies and golden triangles. Very well. All right. Well, that brings episode 1, sick wheelies and golden triangles, to a close. Any closing remarks from our cast before we take a small break?
That was super fun. Thank you for running that, Jacob.
Thank
You're
you,
very
Jacob.
welcome.
That was delightful.
Well, we have a bonus episode. I believe we still have enough time. Yes, we absolutely do. Yes, we have a bonus episode coming up, but we're going to take a small break, so don't go away. Well, hello and welcome back to the second episode of Toon, the bonus episode. Paul, if you'd be so kind. Fantastic. So, welcome to Farmsilvania Follies. This is going to be a slightly darker episode of Toon. You know how cartoons usually have that like weird, a horror episode that's scary but not actually really scary or anything like that? That's what this is going to be. It's going to be really great. So, I would like to start this off, not to set expectations too high because we just started this with a bang because I did great. If everybody could be so kind, obviously you'll see your, I'm sorry, we can't see that, but all of your characters have been turned into vampires. All of your characters are vampires. This is a different setting. You are all the co-rulers of Farmsilvania. To the north is Plazitstan. To the west and east are the Crow's Nest. And let's see, what was the other? Gustads. And then to the south is the Plazitstan 2. Plod, the count of those two countries, has taken over quite a bit of territory, and you are stuck in the middle. Each of these territories are inhabited by a different type of nightmare creature, mummies, werewolves, and the like. You are all vampires. There's going to be a conclave of all of the rulers. It's going to be up to you to attempt to save your country and establish peace. If you would be so kind as to introduce yourselves, and please give yourself a appropriately pretentious vampire title.
I am Vlad von Rockington.
Vlad von Rockington, fantastic. Oh, and your characters don't have to be any different. They can be exactly the same. In fact,
I was going to be.
Excellent.
Blah, daddy-o. Blah.
Fantastic. And Serge, Trilby's appropriately pretentious vampire name?
I panicked and I'm going with Count Turcula.
Oh,
The
man.
coolest turkey on the farm because I'm undead. I think that's very clever.
Count Turcula.
Yep.
Most people call you Tribly. Rocky, most people call you Rocky. Verity?
Can we say that our country has at least a thin veneer of democracy amongst the vampires?
Absolutely. It is
Cool.
the thinnest of veneers.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to put veneers on like a vampire tooth because it would enhance aesthetics, but it would make feeding difficult. So they have to be small veneers. But anyhow,
Tiny veneers.
could it be Prime Minister Knight Verity? Mostly I do. Mostly I just do like the paperwork though.
Prime Minister Knight Verity. And could you please describe the castle, obviously on top of a mountain in the dead center of the country, where it is eternally night that you all share?
Not only is it eternally night, but there's always dramatic lightning flashes in the background.
Oh, yes.
So anytime something pans by, lightning flashes behind it and illuminates the silhouette. So we're not actually sure what it's made out of because people can only ever see its silhouette behind dramatic lightning bolts.
I live in the moat, and the moat has lovely red vegetation that I like to feed on. But while I'm very brave about living in the moat, there's something else that lives in the moat, and I've never quite figured out what it is. And so I'm always careful how much time I spend in there.
Understood. It's huge.
The thing in the moat or the moat?
The other thing in the moat. You've never
Okay.
seen it. You've only felt it.
Ooh.
That's very scary.
It is.
Verity, where in the castle do you stay?
I stay in my office. And right now I'm filling out an insurance report to claim for a lightning strike on our roof.
Fantastic.
So that's what I'm doing.
Good. Count Turcula, Trilby, Count Trilby von Turcula. Where does the evening find you?
So there are a series of towers held up by leaning other towers, which you can see from the silhouettes. They just kind of go up the whole way.
Mm-hmm.
And at
With
the very,
window
very
that you can see through, right? Like that, just like cutout window.
Yeah. And when you go through that window, because you can't tell what the building's made of, you can only see the silhouette. You go through the window, and in front is an enormous organ / stand-up bass. And in front of it, I am playing the song.
Oh, beautiful. Excellent. Wonderful. I wish I could. You know what? For that, I'm gonna let you re-roll any roll once for the rest of the episode. That was fan goddamn tastic. So you just keep that in your pocket.
That's in my magical back pocket.
Fantastic. Oh my god. Oh, that made me so happy. This is so good. I don't care if we do anything else for the rest of the episode. You have all described your characters perfectly, and I could not be happier with this dumbass setting that we're all building on the fly. So you have the representatives from all of these different countries coming in, this being the central and most neutral of territories. So out of the cast of characters that we have, who is it you'd like to meet with?
So we can meet with Plod.
Yes, Plod is most definitely coming. Yes.
Okay. The Crow's Nest.
Yep, the Crow's Nest. Yep.
And then what was the other country on the other side of us? I'm sorry.
Gooslavia.
Gooslavia. Thank you. All right.
Home of the Weregeese.
The Weregeese. Ooh.
So
please.
What do we know about Russell and Cheryl?
Russell and Cheryl are the brother and sister rulers of the Crow's Nest. They renamed the entire country the Crow's Nest. It was previously called Tom. I have to keep that. Excuse me. I looked down at my notes and I just saw Kisma and realized that we named her Kisma Grits again, and she has to make an appearance because it makes me very happy. Anyway, so Cheryl and Russell, the Crows, they are ancient magic users and rule over their entire country. It is spoken of in whispers that there is nothing that they do not see within their shadowed and forested land. So you can have them or a representative of them. For example, Terry the Snail. Any of the characters that have shown up previously, you have your pick of.
I have no preference. So
Excellent. Nope, that's totally fine. I do. Do you want to just leave it to me?
Yeah,
I will leave it to you, but I've got the whole thing if you want.
Well,
bring it on.
Dale?
We didn't let you do your plot in the first half, so we should let you do your plot in the second half, or at least let you think you're going to do the plot. So why don't you start it before we derail it, which we didn't let you do last time.
Oh, no. No, the first episode went exactly as I wanted it to. I didn't come in with a plot, Dale. I know better. I came in with bullet points and like 8 different things that you could do, and you'd find one of them. Maybe. That's how I keep my sanity as a game master.
Oh, you're supposed to keep your sanity? Oh,
I
that's not
heard.
wrong.
I haven't done a great job of it.
So were you shocked when we didn't do any of the things on your list and ignored everything?
It was a very clever solution to plan a party. Get Dorito, fantastic.
He had that double underlined.
We're back. Marvelous. What was the last thing I said before everything went to hell?
That's a Paul question.
Paul's probably going to ask chat.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. Yes, so we'll have Terry the snail mummy, be the representative that comes in from
The crow's nest.
Gooselov.
Gooselov.
Yes. Coming in from the crow.
Double underline.
I'm sorry.
Oh, double underline was the last point that chat heard. When we were recapping how everything went according to your plan, and we you had Doritos double underlined as the conclusion. Yeah.
Yes. And I believe you know what? Kisma is going to be the representative of the crow's nest.
Okay.
Including the Kisma was the lead singer of the band, or was Kisma the server from the diner?
Kisma was. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to answer the question, but you.
Oh, please go ahead.
She was the lead singer of the band.
Yes.
Wasn't she?
Yep.
Amazing.
Yes. She's a siren.
Oh.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah, so many powerful magical people here.
So you all arrive at the crack of evening this evening, and pretty much your land is always shrouded in darkness, so that can be 2 in the afternoon if you'd like. How is it that you prepare to bring in all of the royalty?
Well, I'm of course going to be welcoming people from the organ. So I think one of the most important things when somebody's walking up to a regal castle is that it sounds like a regal vampire's castle. So,
fantastic. Punctuated with the lightning flashes, yes?
Yeah, yeah.
Marvelous. Excellent.
Like, ooh, good aesthetics. Yeah.
Vlad von Rockington?
So I think Euripides is our butler.
I think Euripides is your butler.
And so he's in charge of making sure that we have appropriate welcoming foods and whatever it is that a siren or a mummy or whatever should be given. We've just dumped all that on Euripides.
Very good, sir. Thank you, sir. I live to serve, sir. As he's very slowly exiting to go and do an incredible amount of work by himself in a very short time.
Good. Carry on, then.
All right. Knight Verity. Prime Minister Knight Verity.
Death to aristocrats. I'm just
feeling very attacked right now.
Well, no, we said that we had a democratic vampire nation.
Are we an oligarchy?
Well, yes.
A democratically elected oligarchy?
Well, when only certain vampires can vote, then it is an oligarchy, but still.
Aristocratic government.
Yeah, we got there. It's fine. So I feel like I've prepared. I have paperwork. I have some treaty ideas that I've researched, maybe, some of our interns have put together some stuff. So I've come with a briefcase.
Excellent. All right. So
don't worry, I'll be a vampire at some point.
Well, right now you're just a lawyer, which is a type of vampire anyway. In your main hall, large, grand tapestries from your very long lives put up for each of your great victories line the halls. I would imagine a double throne and then a small desk for Verity at the base of the steps. Yes? Okay. All right. As all of the guests have arrived, as is usually the case, standing around with their fellows and whatnot, different representatives from where they are, where they're from, chatting amongst themselves, as our lords and lady make their entrances. And how do you do so, by the way? We're going to change your shticks a little bit for this too, by the way.
Go
Ooh.
on.
Dale,
Yes.
your shtick is it pretty much operates exactly the same, except we're going to call it celerity.
Okay.
Verity,
Mhm.
you can turn into any animal. That's
Perfect.
how but a tiny mouse version of any animal. Do you have any other shticks?
Nope.
Nope. All right. Serge, you have fast talk and incredible luck, correct?
My 2 shticks are incredible luck and the magical map.
And the magical map. Okay.
Yeah,
excellent.
fast talk is just a skill.
Yes. Fast talk is now hypnotize.
Hypnotize. Okay.
Yep. So like the swirly eye.
Yep.
Snake hypnosis, except you're a vampire turkey. And your magical map is you can change one room around in the castle whenever you want. So you can make the map.
Love it.
Okay.
Love it.
If you fail, you open a random door and say like, yes, we're going into the study. And it's not.
All right.
Excellent.
Love it.
So how do you make your entrances?
I get
You
the
also
first-
have the standard vampire powers.
So can we all turn into bats, or can only Verity turn into a bat?
No, everybody can turn into bats. Verity can turn into whatever the hell she wants.
Okay, and we all sparkle. Like, what are standard vampire powers?
Charisma, being able to float a bit if you feel
being able to float a bit. Standard vampire powers are what standard vampires can do, and we'll talk about that as the game goes along. You sure as don't sparkle. You know what? Just for that, Kathleen, I'm going to give you an extra roll.
Ooh.
Because I didn't like that so much, I'm going to reward another player.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Don't bring
All right.
me into this drama.
I have a perfect entrance planned out if you 2 need a second.
Please go ahead.
Please take it away.
All right. So they're in the main foyer, which is this huge hall that has double arching staircases that go up. And at the top of the staircase is, of course, a portrait of the 3 of us who have been the democratically elected oligarchy for the past 5,000 to 6,000 years. And I use my magical ability to transform a room so that turns into a parting curtain. And behind it, where the organ previously was at the top, I'm actually there now. The organ is just there. And I'm playing and my cape is billowing in the wind. And I turn around and I say, oh, welcome.
Very nice. Very nice. Now please make that roll. And we'll see if it pans out that way.
I failed.
Okay.
I didn't critical fail, but I did not pass.
Marvelous.
Yes, Kathleen.
Kathleen, please.
Instead of playing your organ, can you be in the bathroom?
So what in fact happens is those stairs do in fact appear. Curtains draw back, but it's a shower curtain. And you find yourself in a claw-footed tub, sliding down the stairs, and then I'm sorry, Kathleen, go ahead.
No, I'm like, this is
Okay.
exactly,
In a
this is perfect.
claw-foot tub, which slides down the stairs, thunks down the stairs, and then comes to a screeching halt, just kind of Tokyo drifting in between the two. Like, it knocks your throne off the dais, so you're sitting there in a clawfoot tub with water still coming down,
Yeah,
like already had
shampooing.
scrubbed, shampooing, and then
Oh
looking
my
over,
god.
good evening. Dale.
Lightning.
So it sounds like there's a risk that someone else is going to get there ahead of me.
It sounds like there might be a risk that somebody else is going to get there ahead of you. Yes. Is there something you'd like to do about that?
I have some dice.
Excellent.
I'm gonna
Let's
show
roll those dice.
All right. So my target number's still 5, right? It's just the name of the shtick that changed?
Correct.
Okay.
Because the shtick, we've already turned it into something amazing.
I rolled a 3.
How do you arrive?
I think that people look away to see the tub sliding down the stairs, and when they look back, I'm there, and nobody saw me arrive.
Fantastic. Wonderful. And you can pretty much describe that power however you like. Your clothes and your cape can arrive before you, and then you just run into them, whatever you'd like.
So,
but yes.
okay.
Oh, no, please go ahead.
Nobody saw it. Whatever the effect is, nobody saw it. They looked away, and then I was there.
And then you were there.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Verity, how do you arrive?
While the tub stuff is happening, I'm just going to I will walk in and I will wait until Trilby Turcula has finished doing his lazy spiral and ground to a halt. And then I will step out from beside him and say, "Welcome to Farmsilvania. Please come to the drawing room."
Everybody kind of like nods and like bows and things like that. You do notice that Jerry and Sylvia, who have come in from Gooslavia, are kind of like looking around at everybody, kind of shifty-eyed. Everybody else is in, kind of diplomatic mode. Those two are not happy to be here. Yes. So you lead everybody into the drawing room?
Yeah.
Excellent. It is beautifully appointed.
Wait,
sumptuous.
You're going in first?
I am attempting to, but...
I also am attempting to.
Excellent. If you'd be so kind.
I rolled a 5. I'm trying to give you failures here, but I'm failing at it.
So as everyone turns, everybody's bows. Count Count Turcula is sort of drying yourself off, I would imagine.
Yeah, just 1 second, Daddy-O. This is actually leave-in conditioner. Just 1 sec.
The shower curtain could become your cape. You could just sort of take it.
Oh, that's a great idea. And at the end, I pull it off, and it's a cape, and then it's on. It's like, all right, let's go, Daddy-O.
So is it like clear with like bats all over it?
Yeah, it's a clear pattern with like black bats on it. It's perfect.
Awesome.
Fantastic. So everybody goes, oh, yes, let's head into the drawing room. And you head into the drawing room. And Vlad von Rockington is already there sipping...
red cabbage juice.
Red cabbage juice. Fantastic.
Thick, viscous.
Yep. Red cabbage juice. Which is your primary export, by the way. Yes, it's just borched as far as the eye can see. This, I'm just going to pause for a second. This is great. Thank you. This is amazing. This is exactly what I was hoping this shit would be. Verity, you lead everybody in. Did you want to say any words to start diplomatic relations?
I will leave that to our more outgoing members, please.
Okay.
I'm sure you all know the main reason for the agenda. Beet exports, and how Plod is trying to undercut us and undermine all of our beet farms.
Jerry speaks up.
Yes, all of our beet farms, every last one of them. You know what? I think we ought to beat him at the beet markets. What do you think?
That's why we're proposing a grand alliance to go to war with both of his countries.
Simultaneously, we will take the beets out of him while we deliver the beets to him. Ba-doo, ba-doo, boom.
What is Verity's reaction to this grand announcement, or did you talk about this beforehand?
No, Verity's going on with this. She pulls out a chart that illustrates, out of nowhere, suddenly like a flow chart comes down, like the projector thing that they had in the old cartoons. And she suddenly has like a pointer and she's like, as you can see here, we are doing the controversial reverse pincer maneuver.
We like to call it the bow tie.
Yeah. We will cut off their beet supply. We will have a stranglehold on the. How can I resolve naked shipping into a pun? I can't. All right, moving on.
She's already got that. Fantastic. All right. Do you have a some sort of convincing sort of or any sort of skill like organization
Yes,
or
I
anything
do.
like that? Oh wait, hold on. For Verity, I'm asking
Oh,
Verity.
pardon me.
No.
Okay. Keep in mind you've got those 16 points. Would
Yeah.
you like an organizational skill? Presentations?
Yeah. Well, I don't because like I have a chutzpah of 2. So if I give
Okay.
myself something that's like very presenty, that sort of goes against what I have. But perhaps
What are your smarts?
my smarts are 5. They're not actually that high.
That would be. I mean,
All
that's
right.
not bad. Yeah. Putting him into
Yeah.
smarts might be okay, but you do you. You tell me what you want. I will say yes.
Okay. We'll give me considering I'm the prime minister of this country, we'll give me some sort of like organizational plan making skill.
Okay.
Good. We'll say surprisingly good governance given the circumstances will be the full name of the skill. This is just my fantasy.
Circumstances.
It's just like
Perfect.
competent municipal politics. It's just my life fantasy, and I'm getting
What
to
a
live
surprise!
I wanna
Surprisingly
live there.
competent.
it. I know, me too.
Right? Role-playing games. They let you live out whatever fantasy you want.
The power fantasies we all want in these trying times.
Yes.
Ah.
So, what do you put your skill up to?
Well, actually, I know that you are talking about 16, but according to my skill chart, I have 5 unspent skill points. So I'm going to do 5 because I think
Okay,
that's
5.
the maximum I have according to my character sheet that Dale provided me. So I have being good at governing and stuff.
Yes, indeed.
At 5,
Yep,
and I'm gonna,
surprisingly good at governance given the circumstances.
So
is
that
the
adds
title.
to your smarts. So
Yes.
5 plus your smarts, but you can only have a skill up to 9 in the
Oh.
standard rules unless
Yes.
Jacob is house
No.
ruling this.
Up to 9.
all right. Well, in that case, I pass and I roll a 6.
Fantastic. Everybody is incredibly impressed with your chart, except for the representatives of Plod's countries.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
They are rather upset and
Who
begin
are
to
they?
grumble among themselves. What's that?
Who are they?
Give me a second because I have so many fucking names written down here.
Could we say it's the criminal moles, Jerry and Sylvia?
Jerry and Sylvia were the representatives of. You're trying to get them on your side now. They're the representatives of. Chat must be
Gooselove.
going. Yeah, Gooselove. Chat must be going bananas right now. Yes, so they're the representatives of their. Euripides is your butler. Where was this? Excuse me. Yep. So we're just gonna have to redo this because my notes are terrible right now. Kiss McGritz is the representative of the Crow's Nest.
Mm-hmm.
And then Plod. Let's say
Midnight.
Midnight. Yep. Queen Midnight the cat is going to be Plod's representative of the South.
We need to throw her in the dungeon. Because we've never seen a fight between natural enemies, and we have a cat and a mouse who are now on opposite sides.
Mm-hmm.
And then to the north, we'll say Plod themselves showed up.
Ooh. So Plot and Midnight not impressed with the speech to declare war on them. That makes sense.
Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dale.
I was going to say, once the presentation that is impressing everybody concludes,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to jump in with, get him! And leap at Plod.
And leap at Plod. Okay, so now it's a fight.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right. The gloves,
Remember,
the
I'm
feathers
like a
come
rugby
down.
ball. Would you like me to make a jump skill or a fight? What would you like?
Well, you said jump, so
Okay.
let's go with jump.
Okay.
I knew this would
Do you
come to
wait
this.
for anybody else, or do you just go get them and then go?
He's
He's
so
always gotta be
fast. He doesn't
first.
wait for anyone.
Right. Why would I want someone else to start? My skill is 8 and I rolled a 9.
Jacob is so happy.
Oh man. Okay. All right. You yell, "Get him!" Jump, and just whiff it. Just miss completely, and then land face first on the ground. How does everybody react to that?
Well, Count Turcula loves a fight. And every time Count Turcula gets ready to fight, you see somehow when the camera pans back, I'm in my boxing shorts. I've already got a sweat on. The feathers are coming down. I got the gloves, and we're shadow boxing.
Fantastic. As a matter of fact, how about this? As a vampire, your shadow boxes for you.
So I'm just sitting at the back, just like,
Yep.
yeah,
Just
that's right,
chilling
Daddy-o.
out, and then your shadow is actually fighting for you. How about that?
Lovely.
All right. Verity?
Okay, this is me being very
Okay,
sneaky.
Okay.
Can I transform into an ant? But a
Yes.
Verity-sized ant, which would make me incredibly powerful because
Yes,
ants
indeed.
are proportionate to their size.
That's very true. Now, you're still Verity. You just look different.
Yeah, but I presumably, yeah. But would I actually be an ant? So, like, therefore, very tough?
Uh,
Or am I just? Do I have an illusion of ant?
It's mostly the illusion of an ant.
Oh, in
You
that
don't
case,
you don't get the powers of whatever animal you turn into. That
Okay,
would
so
be hella broken even for Toon.
I'm just checking.
Yep.
Like the natural min-max are in me.
I get it. I did
That's
my
fair.
research.
That's fair.
All right, what's cool? Some sort of and not represented here. Can I transform into some sort of nightmare horse
Yes.
Ooh.
with like glowing
100%.
eyes
Yep.
and like a flowing mane, like an evil My Little Pony?
Absolutely.
'Cause
Yes.
it's a cartoon.
Yep.
I sure didn't. I rolled a 7.
You turn into an ant.
Bravo, sir.
All right. So everybody seems to kind of be a little like they don't know what's happening. And then Trilby's shadow just forms up out of the ground and starts punching who?
On a 1 to 3, I choose. On a 4 to 6, Jacob chooses.
Fantastic.
I rolled a 6.
You rolled a 6. Fantastic. All right. Well, please roll your fight skill.
I pass.
Okay. Fantastic.
So I
so that
actually have a
means-
fight of 9.
That is disgusting.
And I rolled a 6 because I think does that matter in combat? The differential or no?
No, it's just a pass fail.
Okay.
So yes, your shadow forms up out of the ground as you are lounging in a huge gothic Barca lounger kind of off in the corner of this drawing room, and your shadow wheels and turns and gets a little confused and goes to punch Midnight. But one of the two moles wanders in the way, smelling because the butler has come in. Euripides has come in carrying trays and trays and trays of food and is starting to lay them out on the table for everybody of all of these different sort of types and species. Punches the mole spins once or twice and goes, "Who hit me? Who hit me?" And then punches Euripides.
Oh.
Before all hell breaks loose, everybody gets one action. Choose carefully.
Can I make a note that Euripides should get a paid vacation after this?
110%.
Okay, that's my action. I'm like, oh no, poor Euripides. Oh.
With your
I asked
tiny
you-
ant hands.
I ask you, hey, Euripides, Daddy-o, getting a little low on the beat bubbly over here.
So you're asking the person that just got punched for punch.
Yes, while
Fantastic.
I recline on a chaise lounge.
Mhm.
God, words. What even is English?
I don't know.
French, but here we are.
You hear, "Very good, sir." Dale.
So I'm going to want to dive bomb Plod, but in order to do that, I have to get some height. So I'm going to change into a bat, which I guess means my wings come out of my shell, and I'm just going to ascend so that I can drop on him.
Yes. So the type of bat you turn into is like a very fat bat that's about the size of your shell with 2 turtle eyes blinking in the middle of its fur with bat wings that fly up towards the ceiling.
Okay. Lovely. Thank you.
And then you are going to turn back into a turtle and dive bomb Plod?
Yes.
Okay. Here's what happens. Here's how this goes.
Okay.
Euripides gets struck, and then it is absolute pandemonium. Nobody took a moment to try and get control of the situation, and now it is completely out of control.
Is there a band playing, just like at the tavern?
I think the organ is self-aware and is playing the music now.
Yes.
It's just the Benny Hill theme.
Yes. The organ begins to play itself while the shadow starts punching indiscriminately at absolutely everybody in a perfect form of Trilby, just absolutely everywhere. Bah, 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 bah. Just punching anything in sight, takes a swing at Trilby himself. I assume Verity kind of like backs off as she is making her little ant notes. Yes. Having already anticipated what was going to happen, backs off. Please, before I continue to describe the rest of the milieu, Vlad, would you be so kind as to make your dive bomb roll?
Yes.
Let's make that. I mean, do you have like a falling skill or something along those lines?
I rolled a 10.
All right. Then once again, it's a complete copy of when you said, get him, you jumped and landed completely spread-eagled. And then you say, get him again, and then turn back into a turtle and just plummet towards the, like, just that classic, like, pew, 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 like, 3 things fall. You fall, then your shell falls, then your cape falls. And then bam, bam, bam. And then they all stack on top of each other, and you're just face first onto the floor.
This
Plot
is going
hasn't
well.
moved. Yes, Plot hasn't moved. No movement at all. But you've landed in the same spot to one side and then to the other side of Plot. Everything is just going absolutely bananas. What are your next actions? Everybody is punching everybody. It is all out warfare in this room.
Maybe we should sneak out to Plod's center of government and set ourselves up as king.
We could take all of his beats.
Let's
We
do
won't
that.
be pincered if we get out of the middle.
Well, I mean, this is where the pincer converges anyhow. So let's just sneak out. I like this plan. I'll start filing some paperwork. I'll get these forms notarized.
How much of a change of room magically can I do?
It's the next room. It's not the room that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
You call it.
So
Call it and roll it.
I'll say, follow me. I want to go through the door and then change that door and detach it like a caboose and then just leave that behind as the castle leaves and just be like, there's the chaos room. We put them all in a box. And now that is just being like detached as we magically leave them.
Okay. I just want to make sure that I am picturing this correctly.
Yeah.
So you want to go over to another door, open that door, and then that door leads to what kind of a room?
That door leads back to the main castle, but then the door that would lead back to where they are, we just let that one go.
So you want to use your change a room ability to change the room that they're in?
Yes.
So you want to walk out of this room, turn around, and then use that ability to change the room that they're in.
So I close that door and detach it like a train caboose. You just like pull the pin out and that room just goes away.
Like to the ether? Or it turns
Not our
into
problem.
something?
The beautiful thing about cartoon logic is it's just gone.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
That turns into the dungeon.
I'm gonna say
that seems too proactive.
That seems a little too proactive. Okay, so make the roll.
All right.
I would like to remind you that you have a 1 reroll.
Ooh.
I'll be using that right now.
But how?
Don't roll worse. Don't roll worse. I rolled better, but still failed.
Okay. Twice.
I failed twice, but I did better the second time.
That is fantastic. I
Thank
am
you.
very, very happy for you. So I'm just going to say it doesn't work. You go to try to change that room. You didn't get a critical failure or anything like that. And you're like, okay, I'm going to change that room. There's too much activity and too many things going on. But you're all going to have to make a sneak check for me, please, in order to get out of the room without anybody seeing you and let them all fight for themselves. If you want to then sneak out and make the trek north to then sit on the throne of Claude. You are all ridiculous.
I got a 6. My skill is 8.
Excellent.
I got a 6. My skill is 7.
Wow.
May I, instead of sneak, try and hypnotize them to not notice me?
You can hypnotize one person at a time.
I will roll my sneak.
Yes. That is a good idea.
I actually passed.
You all got the... You all...
Well-
I rolled a 3.
In your various wiles and in your various ways, you sneak and crawl one after the other out of the milieu. Verity the ant riding the back of Plod, who was already on the floor anyway, sneaking out one by one. You close the door. The key breaks in the lock, unfortunately, and the door is kind of swinging loose, but nobody saw you. You have the run of the castle while everybody is in there punching each other.
So we
Urge, you have no more shadow. It's still in there because it's having a great time.
That's fine.
we should grab Plod's like robe and crown and scepter from his bedroom and then run to his castle up north and declare ourselves in charge.
Love it.
So there's one problem with that.
Uh-huh.
Plod is currently wearing their regal regalia. They had arrived today, you had accepted them, and in very short time shouted, "Get 'em," and started a war.
Okay, I guess we don't get it then. We'll just go north.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can improvise when we get there. Can
Yeah.
we do the cartoon thing where you just see a map of the country and it's like,
Wait.
oh,
On my way out, can I send a message to one of my interns with my little ant hands? Can I say, "Get me as many copies of the Communist Manifesto as you can and courier them to the north"?
Yes, you can. Your interns are all like floating pieces of armor, but like nothing's like a full suit of armor. It's like a couple of different like hands and things like that. And it looks like they're floating. There's just mice in them.
It's perfect. Great. I'm gonna send it to Chest Piece because she's always very on top of things.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, that happens. So yes, as the you zoom out and see the map from overhead, which is in fact drawn on a dirty diner napkin, and you make your way to the north. When you get there, I'm going to say that you are able to take over the Plod's throne, but how do you do it? Your communist manifestos do in fact arrive. Most everybody here is incredibly downtrodden, so anybody's, or well, not really downtrodden, more exceptionally bored. So this is the most exciting thing that's happened ever, because keep in mind, Plod is the ruler and doesn't let anybody leave or kind of have any fun or do anything cool. This is the most exciting thing that's happened. Dale?
So if we're trying to change this into some sort of communist haven, we need everything to be red. And I mean, we've got the beets, we've got the cabbage. Like, I think we just have some great big borscht fest, and it's the communist party.
yeah. The first ever Farmsilvania beat Communist Party, and the oligarchs are inviting everyone to the country of Dolobinstand? What was it? Sorry. Plotted
Yes. Plotted Stod.
Yeah. Come one, come all. comrade daddios, to the hippest beat party with the hippest beats this side north of Farmsilvania.
And I think as things start to wind down, we receive a letter from the Grand Alliance that we created declaring war on Plotistan that we proposed. And we're like,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That is exactly what I was going to say, and that's how the episode ends. The actual Grand Alliance that you had proposed, in fact, comes together against Plotistan. Congratulations, you're the rulers of Plotistan. Good job. And that's where we will end Farmsilvania Follies.
That was amazing. Thank you so much, Jacob.
Oh my god.
You said that they were doing treaty stuff, so I was like, oh, yes, let's make it political.
Yep. There was... So what I'd had, just a little behind the scenes stuff, what I'd had in my head was that was, like a little closed room, like, room in a bottle where everybody's kind of in a stupid cartoon way talking to each other and doing political stuff. And then your party barbarian decided to jump at a dude, and then that happened. So, yeah, pretty standard tabletop. That was pretty great. Anyway, this has been Toon. Thank you to all of my players. Thank you very much to you, the chat. I have been Jacob Burgess, your humble reanimator and animator. Would you folks like to tell everybody where they can find you before we sign off?
I am Dale E. Friesen on Twitter.
Hey, Sir Jaeger on Twitter, on Twitch, and always happy to be here on their stuff.
And I'm Kathleen_LRR on Twitch and Twitter.
And I am at Jacob Burgess VO, voice actor, games writer, community manager, and director of operations for Usbird Games, and an incredibly harried game master. I'm actually just kidding. This was absolutely fantastic and went exactly as I was hoping it would be. Not as I planned. No. But this was fun as hell. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much, all of you out there in TV land. Kathleen, am I forgetting anything?
No.
Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you're watching this on YouTube, because this is how people do things on the internet, ring that motherfucking bell.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.